So hello everyone, welcome back to Codeverse Coders. So today we'll be doing UML diagram. In lecture 1, we had done coupling and cohesion. Then we did code refactoring. Now today we'll be doing UML diagram. So let's start. Let's start with class diagram. In class diagram, first of all, let's draw on a library management system. I made one here also. You can refer to this also, but we'll be drawing one. So basically, you'll draw different representation of classes like library. This means they are private, location, library, ID. Now this is linked to your database. Your database contains the title of the book, the author, the book ID, and has a public function called update. Library is linked to librarian. You have details, you have issue status, then you can have calculate underscore fine, then you can have payment and so on. Next, now what we can have is, let's say user. User, we can have details of users, their ID, they can search a book, they can pay fine, then they can put up a request. Now there are two types of users. Then we'll draw like this. One is our general and one is registered. So in general, basically, you can have a function only named register. But in registered, you can have login function, you can have history, and many more like unregistered also. So this is an example of a class diagram. Next, what we have is a use case diagram. So let's see that. So next is your use case diagram. In use case diagram, basically we have the roles of actors, and this wall, boundary wall, contains all the functionalities of the system. So we'll draw one use case diagram. So let's suppose we have one member in a college. So now that member can be a faculty member or a student. Now all the functionalities are basically included in a box, as you can see on your right hand side. Now this member has multiple functionalities, like he can log in, then issue book, then we can return book, check availability, then we can pay fine. Now before issuing book, the role of issue count, you will check how many issue book have been issued by the name of the member. So this is necessary that it will happen. So therefore you write include. I hope that will be clear. Now, before returning a book, your fine should be checked. Fine check that you have paid all the fine. Yes. Now, if not, if you have not paid the fine, then you'll use extend. That means not necessary, but yes, payment can be done. Now you can have a third party or some user on the right hand side also, like librarian. Then you can have a book publisher. So I hope this would be clear. This is one example of use case. Let's see the right hand side example also where we have a bank and a user. User has check balance, update pin, enter pin. Now enter pin, you also have to enter card. So include was used here. Please zoom if you are not able to see. Deactivate credit card, open account, give feedback, give suggestion, and so many functionalities. Now bank will verify your password, give credit card if you want, verify your balance and assign your PIN. These are the functionalities of the bank. Now ATM will verify your card, verify PIN, balance, check PIN. In display option, you can see these extend is used. Like I'll show display, then like this, and it is written extend. Why? It is not necessary that it will display. You can get your receipt. But getting receipt is optional. As we all know, you can display help or check your balance. Similarly, you can do that for a third party also. So do refer to the right hand side diagrams also because on the left hand side, diagrams are easy and simple for your explanation. Next that we have is a sequence diagram. A sequence diagram is used to show a sequence of operations that happen. Let's do with the help of an example. Let's suppose we have a user. Now the user, then we have computer, then we have a database, let's say. So we'll draw these lines first. These show the sequence of operations. Like first of all, what the user will do? The user will log in. Then after that, 1.1 authenticate. Now when you authenticate, the database will acknowledge that this user is a user that has an account or not. Then after this 1.1.1 user either is logged in or wrong password. Both possibilities can happen. Then next functionality. Now suppose user enters a book name. Enter book name. Then it will search for the book. Search book. Now what will this database? The database will acknowledge if it's there or not. And you get back found or not found. Then another functionality, third functionality, request issue. Then check issue count and issue. It's optional, but it's good that you acknowledge if it's issued or not. You'll get back a message. Book issued. Next, let's say now log out. Let's log out. Log out, and you'll get back successful or failed. There could be a failed logout also. Now we don't want to, there's no action to be performed by the database. What you'll do is you'll put a fix. So this is a simple sequence diagram for a library management system. Now next diagram is your collaboration diagram. So collaboration diagram is basically like the sequence diagram that we had done earlier, but here we have different processes that we are showing with the help of boxes, and certain operations happen together. Like we first the customer creates the account. He goes to checkout. Then get total at order. You calculate your total and get back here. Then order item. Okay, so let's understand this with the help of an example. Let's say we have a library computer. We have a user. Then we have a database. Books database. So now 1.1. Let's first start with user. So first user will log in. Like the earlier example, enter the book name, then request for issue or log out. Then here it will authenticate. Then 2.1 will be search book and 3.1 will be issued status. Now the role of the database will be to acknowledge only. Similarly, you can do that for 2.1.1 and 3.1.1. Now, what will the library computer send back? So now 1.1.1. Why? Earlier you went here, so you get 1.1. Now here you go back 1.1.1. Now 4 times. So either you are logged in or wrong password. Then 2.1.1.1 found or not. 3.2 book issued and 4.1 will be either logout is successful or failed due to some reason. So this is your collaboration diagram. Similarly, here also now I think you'll be able to understand. First create, get total. When you get total, you calculate total. After calculating total, this is get total, you display on the checkout page. Get info, get price, all done from a item section. Then payment के लिए you go for debit card or credit card and payment processor system. So this is your diagram, collaboration diagram. Collab. Next diagram is your activity diagram. So basically activity diagram uses this synchronization bar. So basically, your activity diagram is usually shown for parallel processes or interactions. It is a flowchart type diagram, flowchart. Here we can show skippable activities also. Now synchronization bar, I'll write it. This is very important concept, synchronization bar. First is fork. Fork is for parallel activity. Trigger is path exiting activity. Then guard, logical expression. Then your decision diamond. Diamond for nested or complex. This diamond. Okay, and there could be swim lanes. Swim lanes are basically vertical lines to separate classes. Like this is the role of librarian, this is for this, for user and all. So let's start by making one diagram. Understanding this one, so this is your start. From start, you go on this bar. Now you have two parallel activities. You go, enter password ID and enter password parallel process. You come back. Then you verify your detail. Now on verification, either your verify will be true or false. If false, get back. If true, you can search book. In searching book, either the requirement is there or not there. If it is not there, display requirement incorrect and you exit. Otherwise, you give order detail and so on. So we'll make one diagram. So let's say this is the diagram. Let's say we'll start. Okay, you write start. Then you write login. On login, you go to a decision diamond. If yes, you go down. If no, you go back to your login stage. Now you reach one synchronization bar. On reaching synchronization bar, you can either provide book, you can pay bills, you can track complaints or track requests, that's better, or you can search books. Then after this, I'll draw one synchronization bar here. Then after payment of bill, first you'll provide book, then you'll pay your bill. So you draw an arrow. Then success, and then you come to the bottom synchronization bar. When you're tracking your request, you have to send a request to a librarian. So what you'll do is request, you'll give a request to the librarian. Now in search book, you can add a diamond here also. If yes, request issue and down. If no, you put a request like you did in track request. And then you go to logout option. And from logout, you can also go back to login stage. So this was a basic concept of activity diagram. Next, state chart diagram. So a uh, state chart diagram shows the Change in state. I'll not be drawing for this one, but I'll explain. So basically, a state chart diagram. Start idle. Now, this is the workspace. First, validate if true. Session is initiated. Waiting for input, fetch input, input inserted, input deleted, or input updated. You insert, delete, and update. You process. Get onto a synchronization bar. You process, then you synchronize, and your session terminates to stop. This is your state chart diagram. Now I have to explain the concept of swim lanes. Just wait. Now, suppose we have a diagram. Let's start making a diagram first. You put an enquiry, get onto a synchronization bar. If your inquiry is done, you fill form, then you can reserve, then you go back to the synchronization bar. Either you can pay, then when you pay, after that, you can receipt, receive payment, receipt, get back, and you close and you reach stop. Now here you draw straight line. This part, filling form, reservation, this is all part of a booking service. Your middle part is for your passengers, passenger payment process. This is your finance service, where you're availing the service of taking receipt. Payment is done in the passenger payment option. So this is the role of your swim lanes. It divides different portions so that we know what is the booking service including. Like customer can, suppose here it was customer. So you can browse products, add to cart, and after proceed to checkout. Now, after checkout, you come here. Then you can check for a diamond payment successful. If yes, confirm. If no, notify failure. Then you can come here. You prepare order or skip order or cancel order. And then you get back to stopping. So these are different types of examples for this diagram. Now, there are some terms that you should know. First of all, you can have a swim lane heading like this. Now, this is denoting a starting activity. This is also known as pseudo. This is known as a transition arrow. Transition arrow. Now, this is I'm discussing with respect to activity diagram. Please remember. Then this is your activity, this you all know. Then this is your ending activity, this last dot. Now understand this that there is one bar, starting bar and an ending bar. This synchronization bar is known as split bar. This is join bar. Now either you can show a decision diamond or you can show like this also. That's also acceptable, but try to make a decision diamond like yes or no. So these were some terms that you should know when making this diagram. So thank you all. if I hope this video helped you in understanding all the types of UML diagrams that we had to discuss. So if you like the video, do like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have any doubts, do mention them in the comment section. So tada, bye bye.